Well, here we are, boys. 4R100 transmission. I'm up to lesson 4. I think I caught that goof. I'm at a standstill right now, because here's my stand I'm going to be building, so that can go upright. Got my drills charging for frig sacks. Anyway, there's the fifth wheel. So long as you follow the instructions, the transmission guy, kudos to you. This is a wicked video. Even a fucking goof like me can do it. Basic tools needed. This is all the tools I've used. And I'm going to say 35% into the fucking teardown. You gotta put all your parts, and then he shows you how to lay them out. These ain't perfect, but one thing I did notice, I think they didn't have a gasket on here right off the get-go, so I don't know. And that would fuck things up pretty good. Yeah, there's no gasket on this. Oh, maybe. Could be just really stuck to it. Another solenoid. These are all your solenoid packs under here. Simple, simple, simple. Don't let those fucking little balls freak you out. Where did I put them fucking things? They're in this box here. I don't know if you can see it. Everything has its place. This is your shift linkage. Click, 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 click. Park neutral. This is what controls that. Computer goes into there. Computer goes into here. Your solenoid packs, your shift solenoids. This is the end. So I think I could take this, right? Because I got a 4-wheel drive. I think I could take the 2-wheel drive housing, which is longer and shit, like the nose and stuff. How it just looks different. So I don't know. But all the hardware's laid out so far. I gotta find a really good spot to store all this stuff. And I gotta get this on the stand tonight. And not too bad for the fuel leakage, or the fluid down there. Now I don't know if you remember my story about Mr. Transmission and the fucking Truecenter goof. Oh fuck yeah, $600 for a flush and this, that, the other thing, and fucking other buddy there fucking at Mr. Transmission. Oh yeah, we did all kinds of service, fucking tighten the bands and everything else. Well, if you did do that, like, you're a fucking pretty amazing guy, because after all this shit is off, I don't know if you can see it, there's your band. And if you can see that, he said on the telephone to me, oh yeah, we adjusted that band. So unless he had that entire solenoid pack out, like, he's caught, like. And if that's the case, he fucked my transmission, because if he had all of this apart, right, if he took all this shit apart, he didn't put the fucking gasket back in. Like, fuck me. The fucking filter in this thing doesn't look new. Like, that's supposed to be like a really bright pink. So I don't even fucking think they changed my filter, boys. I think they fucking opened up the pan and they thought they could just fuck me. So, I don't know. I'll give you guys a little update. Everything looks good so far. All the solenoid bodies, the springs inside are all fucking functioning as they should. Alright. I got all the balls out, no problem. So, like I said, all the little springs, and there's no debris anywhere. They all snap back nice. So that's kind of a good thing. The wall body's not fucked. But it still needs to be heavily modified when we get the transmission kit. The transmission kit's going to be about $500-600 from the transmission bench. They got everything there. Kudos to those guys. If I knew how to put a link in the description, I would. The fucking step-by-step, like I said, even a dumb goof like me can do it, and confidently, like. So as soon as the rest of this is into the bench and stuff, I can start tearing this stuff out. My pump gear and all that. It's going to be a process, boys, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. I don't know, it looks like there's, like somebody else was in here, obviously, before this guy. So I don't know if they fucked that up, or that's how it's supposed to be. But I don't know if you can see that little bit of play in there. Probably not. Well, those are your bands. No. Or your clutch packs. They grab each other. They look like little brake rotors. They actually look like there's meat on them, but I think that there's like a fucking wavy spring that's supposed to hold tension on them. I think that's fucked. So I don't know. I'm going to get to the bottom of this with these guys at Mr. Transmission, because I spent fucking $600 fucking dollars for a flush. That's fucking ridiculous. And look how black that is. Like, I didn't even get to drive the fucking truck afterwards. Like, 3 minutes worth of driving. Like, really? This shit is not 3 minutes worth of driving in here. I don't think they did fuck all. They pulled the pan, fucking put a couple fucking quarts in, through the fucking filler, and they were done with it. Another thing I noticed, but like all these little, like casting, I gotta take a die grinder and get rid of all that kind of shit when it's down. When it's tore right down to nothing. There's a couple other spots. There's a little dowel pin in here. It's a bit of a cunt to get out of there. You gotta take 2 screwdrivers and pry. Like you can see, I did a little bit of damage on there. Doesn't take much to fuck these boys. Does not take much. Oh, there it is. Cigarette ashes in there now. Fuck me. So anyway, I'll give you guys an update when I get that fucking little stand all put back up. Get it together. See how fucking long those batteries take to charge. Maybe in the meantime I'll put my 5th wheel back together and start finding a home for this stuff for a while, because it's going to be a while before I can afford the rebuild kit. But at least everything will be cleaned. All this will be nice. I don't know. I'm debating if I should bring this to work and put it in the wheel liberator. But because then I'd have to fucking plug everything. I might just take it to the power washer. Fucking power wash it. I don't know. Anyway, this is my little update on the fucking 4R100 transmission. Proving to them fucking goofs that fucking they lied to me. I'm gonna go to the Competition Bureau and Better Business Bureau and show them this video as well. Because fuck me. You can't be doing that kind of business. Like, the garages already have a bad name and they're just making it even worse. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe.